Hello, my friends. How are you? Jess here. Welcome to Balanced Consciousness. This is your weekly collective intuitive Reiki healing for February 10th through the 16th. How are you guys doing? If you're new, I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks for joining us. We're a pretty cool group. If you're back, welcome back, and I'm so glad that you found previous healings supportive. The way that these work, if you are new, is I pull 3 tarot cards. It sets the tone for the healing, and then I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing, and intuitive messages come up in the process. I have a whole description down below about Reiki if you're interested or if you're new to it, but just know that it's a harmonious energy healing modality. There is no harm that can be done. It can't deplete you. It's just about you being willing to receive a spiritual cleansing, a healing, and whatever's meant for you. So it really collaborates with your willingness, with your subconscious, which I think is one of the most beautiful things about Reiki. So guys, how are you? We have in a couple days, we have a full moon in 24 of Leo, I believe. So check out where that is in your chart. Guys, I want to ask first, before I dive in, who right now is going through either the beginning of or a what's the word? Either the beginning of a spiritual awakening or maybe like an up level to it. Who's really deep into it and who feels alone in that process right now? If that's you, drop a comment down below. Tell us what your story is, because you're so not alone. I have community to help you. Check out Equilibrium down below if you're interested. If you have any questions about it, you guys, I keep my email open and I love the messages that I receive from you guys. But drop a comment. Tell me what's going on specifically with your own spiritual self-development, self-love, empowerment and authenticity journey right now. Who's feeling lost? Who's feeling lost? And who is feeling found, right? I feel like there's a lot of energy going on right now where we have so much coming in that we just can't piece it apart. You know, we can't piece it apart. And that's okay. Just know that you don't have to. All right. But if you're someone who's kind of like going through an awakening like that and just like not knowing which end is up, no, you're not alone. Drop a comment down below and you'll see. All right. I'm feeling called this week to also pull an oracle card, guys. So I'm going to pull a card from the goddess guidance as well. Lucky you. But yeah, this full moon in Leo it's pretty powerful. February in general, guys, I think we're dealing with a month of a little bit more of like the old coming back, just to kind of show itself and go, hey, have you learned all the lessons? For a lot of us, it's subtle. It's really internal. Like we'll feel a lot of the old. Do you know what I'm saying? Try not to take these messages too literally. We'll feel a lot of our old triggers or our old negative behaviors or patterns or things like that. And they're just reminders. They're just reminders. Okay. You got a great goddess. You'll see in a sec. So for those of you who are new, and also for those of you who've been with me for a while, you know, something that's been really alive for me lately is being an advocate for your spiritual discernment, okay? Discernment in all aspects, critical thinking in all aspects is so incredibly important, but the spiritual world right now is so saturated and we can start to feel so powerless in it. And that is just the total opposite of what your team, what your guides, what God, universe, the divine wants for you, what your higher self wants for you. And so I really want to say I am an advocate for your empowerment. I am an advocate for you coming to a video like mine or receiving any sort of information from someone else and going, how does that feel in my body? You know what I mean? How does that feel? And if the answer is, I don't know, that's okay. But if the answer is my body is clenching up and contracting, there's something there, okay? So we don't always have to bring our lower rational mind into it and analyze it. But I say this because I am so incredibly protective of the collective, in the sense that there's a lot of people out there who are trying to capitalize on others' trauma and others' struggles. And I'm feeling that very strong and alive right now. So I'll get off my soapbox. But for those of you who are new, who don't know me, know that that's a big part of, oh, I'm so sorry, I hit my microphone. That's a big part of who I am and what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do, is to learn from many, but learn how to take what you like and leave the rest, and customize your spirituality so that it's real for you, and to really embody yourself. That is the most important thing, okay? So 3 cards for the collective for this week's healing. Wow, we already got 2. Whoa, we got 3. Wow, they're flying, guys. Hold on, I gotta get one off the floor. Okay. So yeah, I felt a little bit like a mama there, kind of going like, guys, just know mama's got your back. I just understand I've been on the personal development, self-love, spiritual growth journey for a long time now. And I've gone in many different directions, and many different waves have come through me. And it has always come down to, Jess, you don't need someone else to tell you what your beliefs are. And you don't need anyone else to tell you what your next direction is. It's about you connecting with source and knowing that you are source, and that's going to look really different for all of us, okay? So know that my story is not your story. It shouldn't be. You might take things that I say and go, okay, cool, that resonates, and that's going to kind of, drive me to move into this direction. But then listen to other people and experience other things, and listen to other people to know what you don't want as well. Like, those are just as valuable. So anyway, I'm done. All right, guys, first of all, your goddess guidance. You got Lakshmi this week. Bright future. Stop worrying. Everything will be fine. I'm feeling some emotions coming up as we're looking at this. Everything will be fine. Big Ganesh energy here. Big breaking down barriers, removing obstacles. Just trust, okay? Your tarot cards, you got the Hierophant. Talk about spiritual connection, spiritual practice. You got the 6 of Swords. Someone is healing, someone is being taken, to that slightly lighter place, or maybe very lighter place. And we got the 9 of Pentacles. Guys, this is so awesome. Bottom of the deck feels like the past. Let's let this go. The 3 of Swords. Okay. Whoo. All right. Lots of messages coming up. Let's prep for Reiki, okay? Take a big breath, sit, lie down, do whatever feels best for you. All right. We're going to take a moment and thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place. Just keep in mind, you don't have to work. Okay, you're just here with me. Sorry. Sometimes my nose gets very, very itchy when I'm doing these healings with you guys. Yeah, guys, on a general scale here, what I'm feeling is, and I know this message has come up in past healings recently, but I think it's just, your team is like, say it again, say it again. Like, we need broken records sometimes in order to break out of those old patterns, right? We need the reminder that you have been through a lot in the past year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And that has become normal in your cells. And so when things are getting better, I'm putting that in quotation marks, right? Because that's so relative. But when things are feeling a little bit lighter, it can be so easy to almost create unintentionally that old, familiar, possibly chaotic, uncomfortable, painful feeling or situation or environment around us. But the truth is that you have done a lot of healing and you are working towards quite the individual internal independence here. And a big key of that is your spiritual practice and your connection with source and your, I'm even hearing like ritual, whatever that means to you. Like I was saying before, it needs to be personal. It needs to be real, right? But, you're breaking down barriers, guys. What's interesting about this is it says bright future, and yet I feel this energy of like, let go of the future right now. Let go of what's next, because that's what's constantly bringing you into a more hypervigilant state. It's dysregulating the nervous system. Just know and trust that the future is bright, that the work you've been doing is worth it. And it's time to embody that future self now. Just know that it's already here. So if it's that you're trying to manifest something into your life, know that it's already you. It's not something you already possess. It's something that's already in your cells. It's in your body. Okay? If it's something you're trying to draw in, that's the case. If it's just a different way of being, you literally have the power to choose that right now. As hard as that sounds, because I know that's really difficult. If it was easy, manifestation would be a piece of cake, and so many people wouldn't be trying to capitalize on the whole manifestation practice thing. All right, because everyone has their different stuff. I feel very like soapboxy today. I'm feeling very protective with you guys today. Just so you know, bottom of the deck, maybe someone needs to see this for the goddesses, true love. Maybe that's what we've been trying to draw in. But true love of the self is how we can then mirror it to others. So I just see this really amazing deep healing and independence. Because remember, whether you're in a relationship or not, your independence is so incredibly important. To really be able to feel independent and at home within your body, within your heart, your mind, your spirit, within the self is so important. And so anytime we might feel alone, that's when we can tap into source, spirit, God, universe, divine, your guides, angels, deities, call on Lakshmi, like any of these things that will work for you. What hits you in your body? What resonates, right? Okay, guys, let's tap in with your chakras. And then I'm feeling really called to ask you, what is your spiritual practice looking like right now? What is your ritual right now? Are we journaling? Are we meditating? Are we doing breath work every day? Are we being really hard on ourselves about our ritual? Are we kind of in that mode where it's like, God, I want to do all these tools, but there's not enough time in the day? What's working for you? What isn't working for you? Yeah, because we have a bit of pressure in that third eye. We're feeling a block, a self-doubt. Some of us were trying too hard. And I feel that in the heart. Okay, interesting. I feel that area between the solar and the sacral, which is one that I don't feel too often. Those are normally pretty separate for me, but something that is combining your ideas of your internal power, confidence, enoughness, self-worth, right? Your authenticity with your ideas of abundance, creativity, possibly scarcity, sacred sexuality, which, you know, I'm not just talking about sex there. I'm talking about creation magic. Yeah. Let's start there. What I'm feeling is that your sense of power and your sense of self-worth is directly mirroring your ability to see the abundance in your life. And this is such a card of self-love. It's financial independence, it's stuff like that too, but it is so self-love oriented. I just love the depiction of it. So free, so creative as well with the piano. Interesting. So there's a reminder here that maybe we're getting a little bit too nitpicky in the details and future oriented and projecting out and not being in the moment of going, you know, and it might feel delusional, guys, but being able to go, right now, I literally have everything I desire. And even deeper, right now, I am literally everything that I desire. I'm going to say that again, and maybe like say it with me in your mind's eye. Right now, I am literally everything that I desire. You are it. It is literally you in creation. What you desire are the ingredients that make up you. So when you think of it that way, when you think of what I'm desiring, that right now I'm kind of pushing out into the future, oh, when this happens, I'll be okay, or when this happens, I'll obtain that, or when this happens, I'll be ready to jump for the stars for that. You know, all that stuff that's out in the future, when you can really bring that in and say, that's literally who I am. Oh, I feel chills there. That's literally a part of my cells. Like when I don't have that, I'm not who I am. It makes you. And that's why you're desiring it so much. So get out of the future-oriented chasing. That's my distorted masculine energy that I talk about. And if you're new, check out my masculine feminine energy balance. It's not about gender. It's all about how we can find the balance of those two things in order to just fully embody the true us, but also to really embody the life we desire. We need to have the divine feminine receptivity to receive messages, and we also need to have the sacred masculine taking inspired action. But if we're forcing, if we're chasing, if we're penetrating, if we're rushing, our masculine is distorted. Okay? If we're going, I'll do that tomorrow, or I did enough visualization and meditation. All right, I'll just sit back and just wait for it to come to me. That's distorted feminine, okay? So just to give you like a very, very, very short summary as it pertains to embodying this life that you desire, all right? Anything else that solar plexus and sacral want to say to us today? This is beautiful, guys. So much healing has taken place. And I just love the depiction in this card of that because, I mean, look at that swan just taking, I think it's a swan, just taking you away. And you're just kind of on this comforting back, looking down at the past pain, but you're so in comfort and you're trusting that you're being carried to such a beautiful place that you created. That's like the best part of it. You created this lightness. Was it hard? Yeah. And if you're not there, if you're not resonating with that yet, know that it's just coming. You just believe it right now. It's here. It's not coming tomorrow. It's not coming just when I obviously feel that things are better. No, it's here. It's here. You have so much power in that. All right, I'm just going to scan once more, because the self-doubt in the third eye that I was feeling is a big block there. Yeah, that's moving a bit more. Definitely that heart keeps pinging when I'm over the third eye. So there's a direct correlation, because then as I go over the heart, it's like, yeah, just kind of normal. Yeah. But there's something as it pertains to your self-doubt and your doubt in your ability to connect with your team or something greater than yourself or higher self, whatever you want to call it. All right. So a little bit for the third eye. Let's do some gentle pulling here. Just take a big breath into your brow. For some of you, if you have not picked up a breathwork practice, there's so many different tools, but this can really help you resonate. Well, I guess that too. Regulate your nervous system. I have a few videos in my shorts with just some simple ones if you've never done any breath work before, okay? It's not about going crazy. It's about really becoming present with yourself, all right? And then when we get into deeper, more rapid-based breathing, that's like when we're ready to really clear and cleanse and we've had a practice, okay? So try not to, like some of you I think are taking on too many tools at once and you're not allowing yourself to integrate one at a time, because that's like true self-love. And when we take on too many at once, that's kind of the distorted masculine in itself, right? We're like, I'm gonna start these 6 new practices this week. Like really think about it. Like when you zoom out, you're not gonna be able to feel regulated because you're stressed about, am I doing all these 6 correctly? And know, guys, that doing spirituality right is not a thing, all right? There are amazing practices that can support you, but again, discern. Just come into your discernment, and that's your solar plexus right there, your empowerment. All right, so let's just take another breath or two into that brow, all the way around your temples to the back of the head. Yeah, guys, for some of you, there's something pretty deep in there because it's connecting me down to heart, down to solar plexus, like a very, very old limiting belief. Very, very old. It's time to work on letting that go. And you might not even know it's there. It might do well to do a little digging, do a little journaling. Old limiting belief. I'm really picking up on worthiness in that. Yeah, guys, I know that stuff, all right? That's literally the work that I do, okay? Check out my website if you need some more support on that. And yeah, that's making me feel called to come back and do some more videos to reiterate some of that content on worthiness and shame and all of these things and what is love? What does love mean to me? If this is also something that's really resonating with you guys and you want to work independently and you want to like take it at your pace, definitely check out my self-love program called The Shift. It's really, really, really digestible. It's short. It's just like a video series and you go through it in your own time, okay? You can find that on my website. All right. Because nothing is wrong. And can you actually believe that? Nothing is wrong right now. I know that can really be hard to hear for some of you. It's not the whole, you're exactly where you're meant to be, even though in a way that's what I mean. What I mean is that nothing is wrong. If you're being presented with challenges, they are so incredibly clear in this is what you want to work on next. Okay? But nothing is wrong with you or with your situation. And if there are things that don't feel aligned and feel distorted, you have the power. Take it one step at a time and just focus on what the next right step is. Just the next right step. Yeah. But some of you, things are going up and you're not believing that they're going up yet. Does that make sense? All right, guys, this is great. Let's take a final breath in together. I'm going to focus on the solar plexus today with that honey gold, that yellow color coming in. Focus on whatever color you like. And as we take a final breath in together, we're going to feel that color coming down through our crown, and it's going to fill up our body in whatever way we need it to. Okay. We're not going to control and force and guide it. We're just going to sit with it. So let's relax our body and exhale and get all the air out. Slow inhale in through the nose. Hold it at the top and feel that golden yellow or whatever color light streaming in through your crown. Relax your muscles as you're holding the breath. See if you can just squeeze into that focus of the light just a bit more. Feel it fill up all of your cells. Feel it really hydrate you. Feel the temperature. Feel the sensation filling you up with more power, reminding you who you are, because nothing is wrong. Let's slowly exhale, push out what doesn't serve you. Yeah, guys, I just feel like some of us needed just a little bit of comfort this week. So come back to this if you need it, okay? For those of you who are new, the pre-recorded videos are great because this is so powerful. It can be done from a distance. And if you feel the call to come back, you come back. There's probably another level to the healing that you're ready to unlock, or maybe there's a message you didn't pick up on the first time. If you felt tinglies or emotional releases, temperature changes, all of that's normal. If you didn't feel any of that, that is also normal, okay? So whatever you experienced was perfect for you. All right, guys, let's take a moment, lock your energy up nice and tight into your solar plexus chakra. That's your power, your battery. We're saying what's mine is mine, and what does not serve me, kindly stay out. We are never putting on armor, yeah? Consider it like a soft bubble around you that's buoyant, and you have the choice to draw things in and to allow things to just stay out, right? You can draw in great things, gratitude, patience, kindness, compassion, love, right? You can also choose to immediately, after walking away from this, draw in things that aren't going to serve you. So just remember that you have that power. Okay, guys? Whew, great one. Call on Lakshmi. For some of you, they're saying it again. Like, this just might be a nice start this week. If you're not like speaking specifically to someone, sometimes it's just really helpful to have an image, right? And if you are, I'm just feeling again, if you feel like you need to get a little bit more clarity on your own spiritual guidance, if you need to gain some tools and practices to become more empowered in believing in something greater than yourself, if that's you, yeah, know that that's the work that I do. Information is down below. Ask me questions. It is so incredibly important that we feel empowered in our spirituality, not in the sense that we are then better than others. And that is another very important thing, and something that I'm seeing a lot in the spiritual community right now. It is all about finding more unity with each other because we are finding more unity within ourselves. Okay, guys? I love you so much. I hope you found this supportive. This was a big one. I'm still like really feeling your energy all around in my body. Keep on this because it's one of those things that's like powerful, but also subtle, and you could easily forget about it as you go off to your day to day. Okay. So just, yeah, like I said, come back if you need to. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll like the video, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. Share with someone who you think it would support. Okay. And drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Guys, I'll see you next time. I love you so much, and have a beautiful February. All right, just really take care of yourself right now. Happy full moon in Leo.